Came out today to test some ammo I made. Making 62 grain bullets with a powder that's called 335, and you have to try them out because I have no idea how they're doing. So I'm supposed to get around 3,000 feet per second velocity, and these are loaded to 26 grains, 25 grains, and 24 grains of powder. And also I brought these government beauties, bimetals, to see how they compared to that out of a 20-inch barrel. There's my measurement tool and there's my target. So I'm trying to combine two things at once: measuring and plinking that steel right there. So once I figure out what how these bullets do, I'll just go home and do a ton of them just like that. Alright, so let's get to it. First out of the box is going to be 24 grains, and I'm going to try just a few of them. The barrel's cold, so the measuring is going to be a little different until they warm up. But this is the bottom of the of what the book says to load. So let's see how fast they go. Who knows? These might be kind of too hot for the rifle. We'll find out. One of the things I don't want to do is shoot my instrument. It's got certain antennas on it, and the scope sits on one level, but the barrel sits at another, so I got to be mindful of that. So let's see how it shoots. $2,934. Huh. That's very close to what I want, and that's the minimum powder charge of 24. Oh. 2,843. 2,902. And by the way, I'm plinking that steel. It's this much. It's this much steel at 200. It's nuts on. 2,831. 2,897. So this load, which is the minimum I wanted to put on, is right at 2,900 average. Let's see what one extra grain of powder does. All right, let me load them up and I'll be back. All right, so one extra grain of powder, 5 more rounds. Let's see how they measure. Also, the wind picked up a bit, so here we go. The rifle, by the way, it's just a hodgepodge. I just put a longer barrel on it because the M2 I shot in the Marines was this barrel length, so I wanted the same thing. Just a standard optic that's designed for this bullet, and this is a machined lower. So here we go. Check it out. There's the bullets. It says error. Holy crap. Might be fast. Let me try again. Whatever error 3 means, I'm going to try to reset the machine. That was the first miss, by the way. Alright, that's unsafe. I'm going to point it away from where I plan to walk, by the way. Even though the weapon is unsafe, it's still chambered. It's pointed that way. Uh, 3,030 and no impact. Let me try a bigger target. Another error 3. I don't know what that means. So, point the gun away, put it on safe, repeat. $3,111. So this one is shooting a bit fast. Let me top it off a little. For this rifle and bullet, oh yeah, by the way, the bullet is 62 grain boat tail. You want about 3,050. 3,050 velocity is about the book. So let's try it. I think I hit it. That's 3,068. $3,040. $3,078. One more. Error 3. It's starting to get warm. Alright, so I keep getting these errors. I don't know why, but on this medium charge of powder, I'm getting about 3,070 on average. So let's try the hotter one, which is the highest powder charge, and see where that goes. Just gonna put them all in here. These are just beauties, by the way. And the cool thing in America is how we can just make these at home. So 3,150. 3,168. 3,162. 3,188. Those are zorching fast, by the way, for this this bullet. 3,183. 3,147. Now, what I notice is I'm not as accurate. I'm shooting the same little dong, but it's not hitting it. So maybe I don't want the speed. 3,178. Maybe one more left. Empty. So 3,177. So 2009, 3,070, and 3,170 is about what I'm getting. Let's try the ones I have never tried before in this rifle, which is the government bullets. So these are bimetal, and the thing about them, they're made to shoot the same velocity out of a shorter barrel that you do in a longer barrel. So the powder formulation is made for it to go faster. I'm very curious to see how it does. Again, new formula, no lead in these. 3,110. Okay. 3,089. 3,115. So these are consistently putting up 3,100. 3,100 and out. 18. 3,102. They are surprisingly consistent these days. So, yeah, 3,100 is what the government is doing right now out of this barrel. Gun's empty now. Yeah, so like you saw, there's the gun right here. Like you saw, there's a the government is standard is 3,100. My high powder load was 3,170, and my medium powder roll was 30 and 70. So I'm just gonna load it medium plus a few grains, and that's gonna be my final load for these bullets. All right. If you got any suggestions, leave it in the comments.